Alright, now I will be showing you how to integrate the farming system from EELDEV into SGK V2 from start to just about finish. There are going to be some things that you will do on your own, but this is the basis for getting it into SGK in order to get it into your inventory and the watering component. Now, to build the plots and that, you will need to follow Diffuse's tutorials on build parts. I'm just going to show you how to get the basis of it working. So open up this, migrate, okay, and then go to wherever yours is at. For the sake of this, mine is here, and then it migrates completely. Now you can close that out. You can go back and you can go back into here, and now you can delete that because you no longer need it. Now let's open up this. It may take a minute. It should load rather quick. It's a fresh, empty project. My computer is somewhat fast enough to do all this. There we go. All right. So I have my other project open in the other window to help me guide through this, but some of this I remember right offhand because I literally just did it. So it's best to have two content browsers to make this go faster. So you want to open this and then open under the farming the BP player controller. And the only thing you want from here is these two right here. So control copy. It's not going to compile correctly, so we need to delete this. And you can compile and just copy this right here, and that's all you need from in there. And then go into SGK, no, blueprints, characters, SGK player controller. Go to the event graph, and then go to input. And then down here, you're going to paste that in. Don't hit compile yet, because you need to add the farming system component to this. I changed this to 300. It's the same distance that Diffuse has for his harvesting setup. So now we can hit compile and everything is good there. I've got mine set up just for basis of operation. What was it? Keyboard E. And then you can do this part if you want. I prefer to do it this way. I'll show you exactly what I mean here in a second. So by default, when you put down a plot and you walk up to it, the only way to leave here is to hit the close button. I don't like that. So what we do is we go into plant select, and these right here, delete them, go into your graph, grab this code, control copy, and then delete all of it, compile and close that, compile and save it. I have mine set to always now, so compile and save, and then inside of here, paste this. You're going to need to delete that, and then get player controller from ID, and then just hook that back up like so. Oh yeah, and then over here you're going to want to get widget of class, hook these up like that, and it's WPB select plant. Compile. Now when you play and you interact, you hit E, it shows up and it goes away. One more thing inside the HUD, these right here need to go away. just like that. Compile and save it. And then you're done with this part. Now we need to go into the actual farming component itself, into the event graph, into here. Go ahead and slide this back. And then grab from here, I believe. And then let me open it up on my other project so I do this right the first time. And let's do this little by little, piece by piece here. We got this. Oh, I lied. This needs to come this way too. Okay. So now we get SGK master. Sorry, just type SGK master and then do that. Bring it in. This is going to be, again, get player controller from ID. And then from there, we want to get game mode. And then we want to get SGK get global inventory message. Plug that into that like that. And then from global inventory, we want to create new item. That new item is going to be the reward on harvest. We want to do a random integer and float. Not float, but random integer in range. And set this from 1 to, I do 1 to 5. You can put whatever you want in there. That just basically means what it sounds like. For every time you pick it up, you get a chance to get 1, you get a chance to get 5, you get a chance to get anywhere in between these two numbers. So you can set that to whatever you like at all. We need to have at defaults checked, starting items checked, and make sure it is replicated. Now from this guy, we need to, if we can spell right, get player inventory. And then from there, we need to drag off of new item and attempt. Okay, we'll just attempt. What the hell is going on here? Okay, uncheck this. Attempt to add new, or attempt to add item, excuse me. And then recheck that. And then drag you, sorry, to you, to you. And there we go. And then the target is going to be the player's inventory. And then from there we want a branch to go you to you. And then we want to spawn dropped item. This is so if the remaining, like if it doesn't have enough space, it will drop it on the ground and you won't lose it forever. And then the target is, again, the player inventory itself. So if it is true, then we need to go into this. And if it is false, no, I wanted a reroute node. Oh, yep, there we go. Work with me here. And there we go. And that's the whole harvest code setup. What? Let's go. What? Oh. Hold up. Oh, get player character. I'm sorry. Not controller. I want to get player character. And then that's that for that. So now if we go, this is just making sure everything still semi-works. We can go here, E to interact, plant it, and then water, 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 water. When we click harvest, nothing at this very moment should happen. It'll just disappear. Yeah. Also, I just remembered, for the sake of grabbing those, because of how big they are, we also need to go to the player inventory. And then scroll down, 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 down. I don't know, you may have yours set up a different way already, and that's perfectly fine. I set mine to that, grid layout 11. If you never used grid layout 11, the reason I use it is because it already gives you these big sets right here. So, alright, now we need to, that should be, oh wait, no, after that we're going to need to, let's go ahead and jump ahead here for a second. In the little search box that's up at the top, just type add water and find that, and you can close out the rest of these. I also do plan on eventually setting it up to where you need to get seeds, but that's a topic for a later moment. Right now I don't have that set up. I just have the basics where you can plant and it, water and get it in your inventory and so on and so forth. So now moving on, we need to find the item list. In here, item list. Let's go ahead and open that up. And then inside of the farm, we need their item list as well. Make sure, and if you want to add more, you just, hit there and add whatever you want to it and follow the same setup as we're doing right now. So whenever you do these, the plant name right here is case sensitive. And for the sake of this, we're going to say test plant, and then we're done inside here. Then we need to add a new row. Test plant, make sure they match. Plant fiber test. Doesn't matter. You can fill these out later. The weight, 0.1, stack these 100. Alright, now we need to find that. It's right there. We put that in here. Now you're going to get errors if you don't do this piece right here for the icon. So then we're going to go to textures, icons, and we're going to scroll down to this because that's what Defuse uses as the default for that. And then save. Now, when we run up to this thing, when we plant, add our water, and then when we click harvest, it should be in our inventory. And there it is. It's in the inventory. Now, the water. To set the water part up, we need to go into here again. Let me bring it up on my other screen as well, so again, we don't have any mishaps. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, so this gets extended out. Whoa. We extend this out here. No water needed. You're too far to add water. Alright. And now here, we cast to the SGK master again. I'm going to convert this into a pure cast for this. I'm going to hit B and click, which will give me a branch. We're going to put you right there. Then we are going to get player character, throw that up top. And then from here, we are going to get the player inventory, like so. And then we are going to search the player inventory for item. And if we do find it, then we go here. The item name is going to be consumable water bottle. We are only looking to see if we have one of them. And then we need another branch. Hold B and click. Connect these up here. And if it's not, then we need to CL send feedback to client. And the message is going to say, actually, I'm going to change this. Well, no, I'm going to go ahead and say, you don't have a water bottle. You can put whatever you want there. It doesn't matter. And then we're going to just control highlight over here, move the mouse, and control W to copy. You can do control C, control V if you wanted to as well. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you very much. Go here, and then put water added. And then take this, clip it to that, and there you go. Now, if we click play, we run up to it, we push E and we plant it, we don't have any water. I did not mean to hit escape. But you saw it said we didn't have any water, so let's go ahead and go grab a water bottle from here. And I found out as well that these aren't refillable, so that's something I'll be doing on my own in the future to make them refillable. But if we hit E, and now we plant, and then we hit E again, now we can water. And then harvest, and there you go. It doesn't pull the water out at this moment, but again, this is just the basics to get it integrated in, and then, you know, do what you want on your end with it. I will eventually probably set that up to where it does, and then I will also be integrating, I have the ultra dynamic sky. It's not here right now, but I have the ultra dynamic sky with the weather system, and I'm going to make sure it knows that when it rains to also water. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics. It's actually was extremely easy to implement thanks to who was it, Positivity and Legacy Jacob, for the help that they did with me. If they hadn't pointed out the data tables, I would have probably been lost forever trying to get the initial part set up. But I got the water thing set up, so we're good there. Now I just got to do the whole depletion of it, you know, if it sees it, blah, blah, blah. So now, again, like I said in the very beginning, for these boxes to be built, Defuse does have a tutorial on how to add build parts. So go through his tutorial that he has and just grab the static mesh from in here for it right there, and then, you know, go from there with that, and you'll be able to set it up to where you can build them and such. I have mine in my other project now set up to where when, you know, plant fiber can grow from here, which can make cloth, but if you get the quote-unquote wild plant fiber, it takes 3 of them to make 1 cloth, but if you get, you know, homegrown plant fiber, it's 1-to-1 ratio, because homegrown is technically like, you know, better than finding it in the wild. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio at that point. But anyway, that pretty much brings me to the end of this video now. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to message me if you're on the Discord. My name is The Real Mad Scientist. I will also leave a link to my Discord in the description below. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing you and hearing from you if you need any help. Bye.